I think my Buick thinks it's a Toyota because it just keeps going and going and going and going. All right, a couple things here. I am by no means a car expert. I can take apart a computer, but not a car. I'm giving you my advice based as a dad, as a consumer. So these are my tips that have made my car last over 150,000 miles. First up, garage. If you have a garage, use it, especially here in Ohio in the wintertime. If you have a dirty garage, clean it out, put your car in the garage. It'll help keep it clean, a little bit more free from rust. It'll make it last longer. So if you have a garage, use it. Oil changes. My particular car, I believe regular oil is fine. I know a lot of newer cars, they recommend or they only use synthetic oil. In my car, oil changes, I never use standard oil. I use either full synthetic or a synthetic blend. I never use standard oil. Also, I don't wait too long to change the oil. So usually between 3,000 to 5,000 miles. I know with these higher end full synthetic blends or full synthetic, you can go up to a year or 10,000 miles or more. I don't do that. Usually between 3,000 to 5,000 miles. So full synthetic or synthetic blend, unless your mechanic says don't use it for whatever reason. Air filters. Your car needs air to breathe just like we do. Usually the recommendation for an air filter, once a year change or 12,000 miles. I've been changing them every 6 months, twice a year. Rust. Yeah, especially here in the snow. If you have surface rust, it's best to get from the dealer or someplace that you trust, get the spray. You'll have to look up the color code on your car. It's a sticker. It might be in the door jamb or inside the glove box. But if you have surface rust, you may want to, first wipe it off, clean it, and get that can of spray and lightly put a couple light coats over it to keep the rust from spreading. Now, if it's, extensive rust or it has a hole, obviously you'll have to take it to a professional to have that professionally repaired. All right, tires. I generally check my tires right before I leave the garage. Every morning I just walk around the car and make sure I don't have a small leak. If you have a small leak, you may not notice till it's too late on the road where you hear a thump, 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 or worse still, you may have a blowout and you can damage your rim, front suspension, a ball joint, let's see what they're called, CV joints, stuff like that. So yeah, check your tires visually every morning to make sure that you don't notice a slow leak or one or two tires that might be lower than usual. Finally, maintenance. Here in Ohio, we don't have a law for once a year maintenance checks. I do it anyway. I did that once. The mechanic caught my front right tire and he noticed that the ball bearings were just starting to go bad because there was a little bit of a wiggle movement in the front tire. And he says, well, you can probably wait to have this fixed, but at the time I was doing a lot of highway driving. I thought, nah, just go ahead and replace it. It didn't take that long. I think at the time it was $250 to replace ball bearings or a wheel bearing in the right front tire. That's it. Those are my they're not really secrets, but that's what I've done to keep my Buick Rendezvous going past 150,000 miles. It is the only American car I've had that has lasted that long without any significant or extensive problems. The only other cars I've had that have been relatively trouble-free are Hondas and Toyotas. No surprise there. So for what it's worth, Buick may be a choice for you if you're shopping for a car. All right. I know there are some mechanics out there who watch this channel. If I missed anything or if I said something wrong, please do let me know and I will be happy to share your tips. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Arrivederci.